Hello, my name is Michael Hassan, and in this video, I will be discussing my experience working with people from other countries and how those experiences shape the way I would lead business operations in diverse teams internationally. One, talking about my experience working with people from other countries. Throughout my career in healthcare IT, I've had opportunity to work with people from several countries, including India, the Philippines, Canada, Ghana, Africans, and parts of Europe. These interactions often happen during cross-functional projects, vendor partnerships, and remote collaboration. What stood out most was how cultural norms influence communication styles. For example, some colleagues preferred very direct communication, while others use more indirect relationship focused approaches. I also noticed the difference in how people viewed hierarchy, decision making, and conflict. These experiences taught me that cultural awareness isn't optional. It's essential for effective teamwork. One thing I learned that helps lead operations in another country. One major lesson I learned is the importance of listening before leading. When entering a new cultural environment, assuming that US norms automatically apply can create misunderstandings and even damage the trust between employees and their leaders. Taking time to understand how people communicate, how they view leadership, and what motivates them helps build credibility. It also prevents accidental mishaps that come from cultural blind spots. This mindset would help me lead business operations abroad by ensuring I adapt my leadership style to the local context rather than focusing on my own, by forcing my own. Three, the general guidelines for leading a team of all gender categories in another country. If I were leading a team with diverse gender identities in another country, I will follow several guidelines. One, promote the inclusion from day one, regardless of its local norms. Two, set clear expectations that discrimination or exclusion is not acceptable. Use gender neutral language in communication and documentations. Ensure equal access to opportunities, including training, promotions, and leadership roles. Also, stay aware of local laws and cultural norms by maintaining organizational values around equity and respect. Lastly, create private channels for feedback so team members feel safe raising concerns. These guidelines help create a workplace where everyone feels valued and protected, even if the border culture is less inclusive. Why I would use these guidelines? I will use these guidelines because psychologically safety is essential for team performance. When people feel respected and included, they communicate more openly, collaborate more effectively, and bring their full talents to the team. Additionally, global organizations have ethical and legal responsibilities to uphold inclusive practices, even when operating in countries with different cultural expectations. These guidelines help balance cultural sensitivity with organizational values. How can I resolve conflicts with an international team? To resolve conflicts in teams operating in another country, I would one, start to understand the cultural context behind the conflict. Two, identify whether the conflict is personal, cultural, or structural, such as unclear roles bringing the conflict. Four, Facilitate a mediated conversation where each person can speak openly in safe environment. 5. I will clarify expectations and agreements moving forward. And lastly, follow up to ensure the resolution is working. This approach respects cultural differences while still addressing the root cause of the conflict. 2 skills that help lead a team in another country. 2 skills that are especially important for leading internationally are: 1. The cultural intelligence, the ability to understand and adapt to cultural differences. And 2. Communicating flexibility, adjusting tone, style, and approach depending on the audience. These skills help leaders avoid misunderstanding, it builds trust, and creates stronger relationships across borders. How to work with different age, incomes, gender, ethnicity, and races. Leading a high diverse team requires intentional effort. I will practice inclusive communication that respects all backgrounds. I will avoid assumptions based on age, income, or identity. I will adapt a leadership style to meet different needs and preferences. I will encourage diverse viewpoints in decision making. I will provide equitable opportunities for growth and recognition. I will model a respect and curiosity, showing that differences are strengths, not barriers. By doing this, I create team environments where everyone feels valued and empowered to contribute. In closing, I'll say thank you for listening. These experiences and guidelines shape how I approach global leadership and help ensure teams can collaborate effectively across cultures, identities, and backgrounds. Once again, my name is Michael Asan. Thank you.